Apple is one of the most customer-centric companies you can think about.
Difficult customers are the best customers to have because they really push your limit.
And your consumers want to see content that reflects, the social fabric.
The starting point of this whole business excellence framework is in terms of understanding who our customers are.
So Rohit, as a media and entertainment conglomerate, your job is to create content and tell stories that consumers will identify with. And your consumers want to see content that reflects, the social fabric, how they feel, the environment, conditioning, and all of that. So what practices does Z follow to gauge what your consumers want, and how does that translate into lovable stories that can generate the TRPs that the channel wants?
Hi, Anjali. First of all, thank you very much and for giving me this opportunity. It was a real pleasure listening to Professor Kohli and also Mr. Varghese. To give my background, I work with Z, which is one of the companies which I'm sure most of the people are familiar with in media entertainment. So to your question, it's a very interesting question, and let me start by saying that Indian consumer is famously unique. There is an infinite diversity of preferences, varied levels of accessibility and a fondness for cultural relatability, and a growing propensity for technology. We have more than 1.3 billion of population and a sizable diaspora, so it gives us endless opportunity to stream content across various genres. What we do at Z is, we take a few initiatives to instill obsessive consumer focus. And at the heart of everything that we do, we call it soul to screen approach. This is really to build the next level of competitive advantage. And through this approach, what we're doing is we're striving to being an intrinsic part of our viewers' native world, which is like it's a complex, intriguing, and evolving all at the same time. We are aiming to craft and create stories that connect with our core beliefs and thought process, and in many ways they emanate from their own personal experiences. So this soul to screen is essentially a design method where consumer insight leads to new content ideas. It allows us to adopt stories from various regions that have universal appeal, but with characters and subplots, kind of relating to that region itself.
The soul to screen itself is sounding like, obviously, there's a huge philosophy and thought behind this, and that's tremendous. You had a question for Dr. Kohli. Would you like to ask that now?
Yeah, so my question was, we have used in Z, we have used various data capturing techniques, and I think what we have done interestingly during the COVID times, because we still need to reach our consumers while we do a lot of work in terms of reaching out to consumers in a personal manner. We have created various kind of formats, and we've seen, especially on the OTT side, we've seen that, looking at the video views, what kind of videos, are generating more views and so on. We've got a very interesting analysis of, what a customer really wants. And then we are able to, of course, fine tune our shows according to that. So my question was, how important is the whole technology piece in this whole customer centricity?
How important is the technology piece?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I think technology is making it so much more. Short answer is very important. But let me elaborate on that a little bit. Technology is making it possible to do all kinds of things that we couldn't do earlier. So you mentioned, checking on how many people are watching videos. And then, social listening, as we call it, tracking what people are saying about different things, who's saying what is catching on, what is not catching on. Just social listening is very important. Another piece, we talked about customer lifetime value. This is a little bit removed CLV. There are companies who track CLV every single day. They've got, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of customers, and they track the CLV of each one of their consumers every single day. because it's possible to do that. And they tailor their offers to different customers at different points in time using technology. So technology is changing the name of the game enormously. Yeah, what can I say? Yeah, we live in very interesting times. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I think they're evolving, they're using technology, and they want it delivered in the format that they want. So I think we have no choice but to pivot as businesses. So
Actually, I would treat that, I would flip it a little bit. I know it's a pain, but what we need to do is develop a mindset that it's an opportunity. It's not so much a task or a chore that needs to be done, but we need to change our mindset. It's a pain, no question about it. It's a pain.
actually,
But we should.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It is an opportunity, but it's also making it easier in some ways, because the kind of personalization that is today possible using technology and data wasn't possible without that before. And I think that also makes the task simpler in some ways. Right?
I totally agree.